Hey everyone, Coach Investor back to another SoFi video for today. I know it's been a while since I talked about SoFi, and I know a lot of you like this company, so here I'll make another video on them. I think the first time I talked about SoFi was back in January. If you haven't watched that video, it basically covers everything you needed to know about SoFi. It's going to be in the top right corner. But in this video, it's just going to be a bit of a refresh to remind you why SoFi can actually be a very good company. Right now, it's at, I think, $15–16 billion in market cap. So big, but not as big as a company like Square, for example. But they have added some very nice features along the way. The platform has become super big. But one of the recent features I love that they added is the invest in IPOs. I believe this feature will attract a lot of new users to the app because, well, a lot of investors want to get access to private companies before they go into the public market, before they suddenly jump 100–200% on the first day of trading. I believe Robinhood also offers this feature, but it's always nice to have. And I believe, again, this will attract a lot of new users. Now, another reasons I believe SoFi will get a lot of positive momentum for the next coming years is thanks to the SoFi Stadium. So SoFi has 20 years naming rights for the SoFi Stadium, which is the home of the Rams, the Charger, the LA Bowl game. I don't know what that is, but they host the Super Bowl in 2022. They have the college football playoff in 2023, WrestleMania in 2023, the FIFA World Cup in 2026, and they're home to the Olympics in 2028. All of that will bring so much exposure to SoFi. It's going to be incredible. Most of you know I had SoFi right from the start. Then I sold it, I think, back in February, bought some Roku stock, and then last week I entered SoFi again at $17.85. I'll announce that on my Twitter. If you don't follow me, maybe go and hit that follow button on Twitter. If you don't want to be on Twitter, that's totally fine. Now, why are naming rights such a good thing for advertising? Well, in SoFi's case, it's basically everybody that goes to the stadium will see the name SoFi. If you go and say, where are you going? Where's this game being played? It's being played at the SoFi Stadium. Again, just the word SoFi will maybe get some people to Google that. What SoFi? I had never heard of it. Suddenly, interesting product. It's in services. Maybe I should sign up. Just ongoing free marketing, let's say, for the next 20 years. And then with the huge games coming to that stadium, it's just going to be an explosion of exposure, and that's a super positive sign for SoFi. Alright, before I continue with this video, I just want to thank today's sponsor, the Motley Fool. Again, these are my views and my views only. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You guys know I love finding new investing tools and resources to help me find the latest growth stock and innovative company. And right now I have a discount for one of my favorite services, the Fool offers. Through the Motley Fool's stock advisor service, you get access to a ton of expert stock picks. Every month you'll get 2 picks that are aimed at growing your wealth and to help you realize your financial goals. Stock advisors' average stock picks have returned over 500%. If growing your money is something you'd like to do more this year, you can visit www.fool.com/couchinvestor or click on the link below for access to my special offer and decide if Stock Advisor is right for you. Now let's get back to the video. Right, so if you remember, SoFi actually acquired a company called Galileo. Galileo, you might maybe see it as another Stripe company, let's say. It's actually a very big part of SoFi. Looking at the last quarter, we can see that Galileo accounts reached 70 million, a 130% year-over-year growth. And that's actually a huge improvement because if you look at the Q1 for 2020, you can see that that quarter they grew 75%. So this is really showing that there is a real and positive momentum with Galileo. Now maybe you don't remember this, but I talked about this in my first video. Shamat, during the investors call, said that SoFi is responsible for 90% of the new neobanks created in the United States. That's the power of Galileo and that's the power of SoFi. Robinhood, Chime are all powered by Galileo. If they are going to be successful, so will SoFi. Now, if you need a quick explanation of what Galileo is, Galileo basically offers fintech company an API, a bit like Stripe, for core digital banking functionalities. It enables companies to build out payment, card, and digital banking products. What's also very impressive is that SoFi is actually letting Galileo operate independently from SoFi to let it work the way it did before, so there is no conflict of interest when it's going to attract or help other clients out there, because, well, sometimes they might maybe attract competitors of SoFi, so they don't want that to happen. They will let Galileo operate the same way they did before SoFi acquired them. They also recently hired Derek White, a former Google Cloud executive, to run Galileo with this in mind. So basically run Galileo as an individual company, which is a great way to go around in the business world. Now, circling back to SoFi itself. SoFi basically wants to build this super app in fintech, just like Square and Cash App, just like PayPal, Venmo, and their super app that is coming up. Now, the main thing with the super app is to have lots of products and lots of people using those products, because the more products you use, the better the ecosystem will work. And then the more difficult it will become for you to leave the platform, a bit like Apple's ecosystem. Now, in my last video about SoFi, I talked about it going after their bank charter. So here's a quick reminder on that. So in March 2021, they bought Golden Pacific Bancorp. What is this going to do? Well, banking will help it lower cost of capital, increase net interest margins, and increase its growth in lending, which is going to be great. I think the approval should be later this year. I think it will go through. If it will go through, it's going to have a huge impact, a positive impact on SoFi in the super long term. Now, before I end this video, let's look at the graph real quick. All right, as you can see, we are now at previous resistance, now maybe support at around $18 or so. We obviously reach a super high resistance points at $24. It does not look that great, to be honest, right now. We are well below the 20 and the 50 moving averages. We're now just looking for that support here at $18 to hold. If it doesn't, then yes, we might maybe retest this $16 area right here. But again, over the long term, I don't think this really matters. I think SoFi is a super long-term hold, and I think this company is going to be a great success. And now, last thing, let's actually see who holds SoFi shares. So as you can see on this picture, 74% of it is held by general public, 11% is held by institutions, but I expect that number to grow over time. And then individual insiders own 7.8%, which is worth around $1.2 billion. This shows that the success of management is nicely tied with the success of SoFi, which is always very, very good to see. Now, I would like to know what you think about SoFi, so let me know down in the comments below if you bought it recently, if you've held it since they announced this SPAC. Let me know down in the comments below, and that will be it for this video. If you liked it, consider leaving a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, maybe hit that subscribe button. And as always, guys, take care, stay safe, and see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.